What's up, my loves and fellow creatives? I'm gonna need y'all to lean in and listen closely tonight because I'm still getting my voice back. I'm still recovering. I'm not 100%. I'm about 70% right now, but I'm 100% here, just like I told Craft to Quit tonight. I'm here. Y'all got me, whether I am a little hoarse or even if I have to sneeze on you one time, I'm here. All right. So, what I was doing in the Craft to Quit room, what I have up on my screen right now is a part of the Automizer. And what I was explaining is how we can take a design. So, I'll show you the design that we had earlier this week. Template. Here, I'll pull it up so you can see. I'm doing a variation of the template for our Craft to Quit crew. They're going to get a bonus file. Let's see where it is right here. So what I've done here is I have created some PNG files, and then what we're going to do is bring it into the Automizer so we can do a mega mockup. Now, I want to continue this demonstration, but I also want to have a discussion about how we can also design this in Canva. We can use these same elements. I'll show you all. I'll actually demonstrate that tonight if you all hang out with me. And I know it's Friday and I know you got stuff to do, but if you hang out with me, I also will be giving you all some free files so that you can practice and design in Canva or Photoshop with me. And if you have the Automizer, you'll be able to use these images for the Automizer. So just as a recap, I'm not going to go over what we did in Craft to Quit because that was going over the high level advanced stuff, but just simply put, all of the pieces that are in this design, the way that the file is designed is the master file that automatically kicks out these sort of images here, which we call the assets, right? So with those assets, I'm going to be able to build different types of designs so that all together I can have a really cool, really quick design mega mockup. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close out of this because this was actually the template that we did this Wednesday. If you missed out on that, if you are live, if you can come to the live, that means that you are either our gold or our platinum member. Showing up for the lives, I know that it might be an extra hour of your time. It is literally 1 hour of your time from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock on Wednesdays, Eastern Standard Time, PM, right? It's literally 1 hour of your time. If you could show up live because we can help pull you out the mud and give you pointers and all that good stuff. But even if you can't join the live, if you at least commit yourself to when this template drop within 24 to 48 hours, just sitting down, you don't even have to do the whole 1 hour class. You can watch my 15 or 20-minute demo, and every single week you're flipping a template, then you're going to, number one, be able to create trendy designs in no time, right? Because it's already going to be formulated for you. It's just going to take that discipline of flipping it so that you understand how to do this in 5 minutes or less. That's the goal. Every single week, if you flip a template 4 times, I don't know magically, but it's really it's not magic at all. It's just consistency. Then you'll be able to flip those templates usually within 5 minutes with no problem, right? The other thing it does is it gives you an opportunity to post something. Some of us are not posting weekly because we're not doing anything weekly, or we're not doing anything that moves the needle weekly. If you're coming up with these trendy designs, you're flipping them 4 different ways that allow you to speak to your audience, then you should be posting those designs. And those designs, when you post them, will get you leads and get contacts and interest on the products that you offer. Okay, so that's one reason why I truly encourage you all to join the gold membership at minimum, and then Craft to Quit whenever it opens up, apply for that, because with Craft to Quit, we're moving you towards business, but especially in our gold program, we want to make sure that you get design down pat. Now, I want to ask a question in the comments before I move forward. How many of us tonight in the chat don't know anything about me, don't know who I am? If you are brand new to me as Dr. Shanon, please give me a 1 in the chat. If this is our first time meeting, go ahead and give me a 1 in the chat. Oh, Monica, I will love. I have actually been resting this entire week. God sat my behind. This is what happens whenever I get too busy and whenever I like push too hard. God will say, "Sit your behind down. I don't care if you Doc Shannon or not. You're going to rest." Okay, so I have been resting, and y'all know this is my passion. This is what I love to do. So creating for me is my therapy. So I do get a chance to still create, but I've been resting my voice. I've been resting my body. I've been resting my mind. So thank you all for giving me grace and allowing me to do that as well. All right. All right, so no first timers. Look, if we don't have any first timers, it's cool. I just want to make sure that I know who I'm talking to in the building tonight. So, for those who are here tonight, I need to know, are you team Photoshop or team Canva before I move forward? Team Photoshop, Team Canva. And what I mean by that is where do you primarily design? Where do you feel the safest? Where do you feel like your strength is right now? Because I want to make sure I'm talking to the right people in the building tonight. Oh, love y'all too. Thank you. All right, Photoshop, Photoshop. Let me know. All right, Canva Pro. Got you. A to Z. All right, Photoshop. All right, y'all go ahead and give me some more votes in the chat. Janice, Photoshop. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do, I love one of my mentors, Myron Golden. Myron Golden says that it's better to be a prepared messenger than have a prepared message. So my prepared message tonight was supposed to be to show you all how to do things in Canva. And then also show you how you can convert that into Photoshop. If I had, some people who were really team Canva. However, because we have majority Photoshop, I'm just going ahead and get right to the business. Okay. I like Canva too. So what I was going to do is show you all that you can actually take these same elements and assemble them in Canva as well, and do some of the like the color change methods that we do. So if I have time, I'll still show you that. But the whole idea is to be able to also bring it over to Photoshop, even if you design in Canva, to bring it into Photoshop, because you can do the Automizer inside of Photoshop, and then all of those mockups that you have to create inside of Canva, you don't have to change each element for each particular product that you offer. So let's say in your bundle you offer 12 products, you have to go in and change each design each time for those products. So I want to give you an idea of an alternative, how you can do your mockups and basically have a more streamlined design process. All right, and you all forgive me. I'm going to drink my water and try to rest my voice if I need to. Okay. All right, so one of the more difficult parts of designing some things that require a little bit different style of layout is that if you, let's say you have a landscape design like this banner, then you may or may not be able to just, take your same elements and just pop them on there. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking some common elements that we know will exist in this template and switching them out for the images that we have saved as our assets. So these will become the staple elements that make up everything that we basically use for our mockups. Right? So I don't have a photo for this one because this one is a typography design. That's why it's a little more difficult to use as an overall design, because you all said, hey, Shannon, I want to learn how to design without always using photos. So those typographics is usually involving what we call typography. Typography simply is just art with text only, or with text as the main emphasis, right? So this week we did some typography designs, right? All right, so here I'm going to put my main bear. I'm just going to drag and drop them there. Get rid of my image from before. All right, now this may take some time because what we're doing right now is I'm live streaming and I'm running a very large graphic file right now. So if you all bear with me, this file typically does a lot better when I'm not live streaming, but we're gonna make it do what it do. All right, I'm gonna set this one off to the side a little bit. Excuse me, y'all. Let's see for middle ground. Do I want to put something for middle ground? Honestly, I think I'm just going to turn middle ground off. Because I really don't have anything particular for it. All right, and for my accent here, I have my teddy bear here for photo one. For the accent one, let's see, am I going to use my second teddy bear, or I think what I'm going to use is my bouquet. And I explained earlier to Craft to Quit that we are creating this bouquet in another class. So I'm giving you all this bouquet as a file for our freebie tonight. For those of you who stayed for the freebie part, but I will also show you we're doing a wedding design class where I'm going to show you how to create your own bouquet, just like that, from the AI flowers that we created. And I'll change that as accent 1, accent 2. I'm going to make the bouquet 1 and 2. So I should not have to change much here. And then for accent 2, I'm going to place it behind the word barely. And I'm seeing where I really want this. And I have the number 11 here, which is accent 3. However, I don't know if I want to even put anything for accent 3. So I think I'm just going to turn it off completely. So whenever I want to turn it off completely, I just add a blank layer and then turn it up and delete the layer underneath it. Then I have my little watermarked image in the background here. And this is how I can tell when Photoshop is getting a little aggravated with me using up all my resources streaming. See how it's doing that, kind of making it invisible. I just turn off the eyeball, turn it back on, and then that usually pops back up. All right, so this is good enough for me. I can sit here all day and tinker with this. I'm going to go ahead and save my changes here. Let me make sure. Everything looks good to me. So like I said, this was, and I'm going to close out of this graphic because I already exported everything that I need from it. So this is what that banner looks like. And if you wanted to, you could add like a little more drop shadow behind the text or do some other things. I just want to keep this as simple as possible because I already made it more complicated than it needs to be for tonight. I was showing Craft to Quit how to do some more of the advanced things that we can do with the Automizer. And so you'll see here too how some of the elements have updated as far as like the cutouts. And I probably should have put accent 2. Let me go back into my banner. I'm going to put my other teddy bear as my accent 2. even if I don't see it. Or accent one, that's what it is. So accent one, let me grab my alternate teddy bear. So I have one, he has some balloons. I like him. Oh, I didn't think of putting the flowers behind him. That looks good. All right, Shannon, maybe next time. Um, this is how I get caught up, y'all. Variations. All right. All right, cool, cool. Let me go ahead and save that, update it here. And typically what I like to do is take the type of designs that I know are going to be like a little troublesome. For instance, I did the vertical banner. Let's see something else that might be difficult. Everything else is pretty much foreground, background. Like for instance, this yard sign. If I'm going to do a yard sign for the birthday party, I'll go into this one and then go ahead and do update on modified content. And when I update all modified content here, all of the elements that I once changed out should update. Okay. Now, once it updates, it'll let me know, do I need to shift something around? Do I need to put something in front of something else? But for the most part, I think this actually worked out pretty good. And I'm just making some micro adjustments. Okay, so we can barely wait. That looks good to me. Close it out, say yes. Now, if this was in Canva, and that was the whole point of if I had a lot of Canva users, then I would show you, you can put these elements into Canva, but you will have to literally change all of the elements and then also change the mockups. It makes it a longer process, but it can be done. My whole goal is to show you that once we kind of get a few of these items in place, then we can make some pretty generic adjustments. And then everything on here, imagine having to mock up all of this stuff on Canva, but everything on here will mock up. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to only do the party right here where it says B-Day party, and I'm going to change this to baby shower. But we have this welcome sign here. The welcome sign is going to be different. So I'll go onto here, and I think what I'm going to do is make sure that all of my text here is correct. So we can barely wait. I don't need your name here. Let me make sure your name. Do I use your name anywhere? I do. And oh, for the arch, I actually don't even have that on there. So I think that's it. I think I don't use your name anywhere. So if I don't use it, I can turn it off. Or what I could do is just disable it wherever I don't use it. But if I don't think I'm using it at all, then I usually will turn it completely blank. But you know what I'll do just in case, I'm going to use it as a placeholder because I do have the baby's name in here, or I have the last name somewhere here in my assets. Last name's right there. So I'm going to put that there just in case I need it. It's going to be there no matter what. All right, so last name is there. I'm going to squish it down just a little bit because I know this last name is super tall. So just in case I need that, it'll be there. And then I don't need B-Day Boy. I'm going to turn that off. And I don't need mom of the, although it would be pretty cool to have, mom can barely wait, dad can barely wait, aunt can barely wait. But for this, it's going to be so much easier just to not have that option because it lends for less time spent on design. All right. For the back of the design here, I'm going to go to the foreground back. And I could just generate the foreground back off of the elements that I have here. So the last name, boom. And so I'm going to shrink that down just a little bit there. And even if I don't have a number or anything here, I'm going to do the word baby. And I also showed Craft to Quit how to do some advanced ways of saving variations of the text that we did. You could do the same thing inside the template. The template that we did for this class is template, Photoshop template number 276. That's where we got all of these graphics from. All right, so last name, baby. So it's kind of more like a little jersey style. And then I want to put this underneath that. Cool. Now, if I want to save this, it's 2 different layers and it has to be merged together in order for me to close that down. So now that is one file, but that's just my background or my foreground for the back. All right. Let's see, anything else here? Let's see, accent 4. I think we just use accent 4 as like a cutout. So I'm not going to bother with that one. I'll just turn it off. But these look good. And let's see if there's anything else. So some of the treats have like an odd layout. And if we want to see what one of them looks like, I'm just going to go over to, let's say, the Hershey bar. And I'm just checking on the Hershey bar here just to make sure that if I update all modified content, does it still kind of have the same flow as it had before? And if so, I'm going to let it go. Okay. Oh, this looks so good. All right, so we can barely do text 1 and barely, I'm going to move that up just a little bit. Honestly, I don't mind kind of touching on that blue a little bit and overlapping. And then if I want to see what this is going to look like, I can just close out, say yes to save, and see how it automatically updated my colors and all of that stuff. Like it updated the background automatically. It updated all of my elements. This is what I'm saying Canva can't do, that you can do in Photoshop with the Automizer. And I think what I'm going to do is bring my image down a little bit, let it overlap. Oh, you know what? Nope. Let me leave that alone because that was in a place where if I put any photo there, it's gonna work. So we can barely wait. I think that I'm going to pull this up just a little bit because that's my main idea here. And then for this one, this little accent 1 is no longer serving me right here. So instead of, I don't want to delete it or anything. I'm going to, I'm actually duplicate this, turn off the previous one because that will come in handy for something else. And then here, I can place it over here in this area. I just want to make sure my balloons don't show up on the front image there. All right. So I've edited that just a little bit here. And if you want to get fancy, you can put glitter or you can put a print or anything else in that little block. I just want y'all to get used to like being able to quickly turn out designs. Okay. And that's what the Automizer and the whole design process is all about. Now, somebody that shared this, thank you, Dolly, for sharing. Somebody that shared this is going to get this Automizer tonight with the 276 template so that you will be able to fully do everything that I'm doing tonight. And just so you all know, the Automizer itself is an $800 file that has all of these mockups and all of these printable design files all saved inside of a set of files. So it works in tandem and it pretty much automates your design process. So for those that don't win tonight, I also have a special treat. If you stay with me to the freebie part, I have a coupon code. If you don't have the Automizer and you're ready to get it, I have a coupon code for that. And I have a coupon code for the Photoshop files, any Photoshop files, and any AI classes. So stick around with me and I'll make sure that you all get that. All right. So I think I showed you all a few things here. Now what I want to do is show you that even if you don't know how it's going to appear, and this is where it's going to take some time. I'm going to go ahead and save where we are right now. And it's going to take a little bit of time to save this right now. But what I'm going to do is I like to create a collection, right? And when I say a collection, pretty much an ultimate collection. Like, what am I going to offer for instance, a party? So this one is a birthday party. But I could also use the same exact products for a baby shower, right? So for a baby shower, I might still have the welcome sign. Maybe I won't have the fan. I definitely would want to showcase. We have this laptop here. Guess what you can do? You can have a web page that basically hosts the web page for that particular party so that people can buy things on the web page that support your business. Same way we did for a grad page. So if you are interested in basically creating a Shopify page in your Shopify store for that client, you can do that and showcase how that website would look, right? And it's the same, the same exact elements that you're using for the t-shirt design are the elements that you use for the banner, for the backdrop, for the floor wrap, for the gift box, for the chip bags, for the water bottles, for the invitations, etc. Okay, so I'm going to show you all a little trick tonight of what I'm going to do for the invitations and for the welcome sign. Okay, I'm going to show you a little extra tip there. All right, so we are still saving here. It's probably going to be saving for some time because honestly, it really does not like the fact that I am on live. All right, so while it's doing that, I am going to, let's see if it'll let me do a save as. Okay, it's letting me do a save as. And this one, I'm going to do just the baby shower because I have the main vault. Now, this is why I tell you don't. Now, for me, I have to, when I'm creating a version of the vault for you, I have to propagate every last one of these products on here. And I do that so that basically I did the hard work for you. I let my computer do all of the computing. But for you all, when you're getting ready to do this whole Automizer setup, you're only going to export the boards that mean something to you. So you're not going to save those. So I'm going to go ahead and close some of these down so I can show you what I would get rid of. Anything that's basically not party. Okay. So I would keep, you have your party here, which is basically the same thing that's on the party here is also on this party here. So just to make it really simple, I'm just going to keep the B-Day party. And then even my backdrops and props here, I'll keep this one too, because I think you all will have fun with that. All right, so anything that's not B-Day party and yard props. So grad party, dropship party, all of those, I'm going to get rid of. And this is not affecting my main vault file. This is my save as version of it, okay? So I'm going to keep my elements on there and I'm going to keep my all product mockups. As a matter of fact, nope, I'm not going to keep all product mockups because I don't need it at this phase. I'm going to go ahead and delete all product mockups too because it takes a lot more time for it to propagate all. I mean, it's over, I think it's 80 products in here now, y'all. 80 different products in a mockup at one time. All right. CISA. Oh, there's a Wednesday Photoshop class that we do live, and there's a Tuesday AI class that we do to create the AI artwork for our Wednesday classes. So customer happiness, don't join a class just yet because I have a coupon code, Leticia, that's going to give you 50% off while you're live with me only. It'll give you 50% off either a Photoshop class or a collection of any Photoshop class that you want to collect and any of the AI classes you want to collect. And if you remind me, Leticia, I won't forget to give you that code, okay? And then I'll also show you where that's going to be located. Right? I appreciate it. All right, so let's go ahead and now we're going to do our magic here. And you know what? I haven't checked this in a while, so let me make sure everything is going to work. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and just clean this up just a little bit just to make sure this is registered together. All right. All right, so y'all see right now, nothing is really like all designed together. But what we're going to do here is we're going to go File, and I'm going to go ahead and package this. And this will tell me if I didn't do something right, like I didn't update all modified content, which I think there was one that I didn't do. So hopefully it corrected it for me. But what it's going to do is it's going to test my file first and see if I prepped it correctly. That's why prep work is your best work. I didn't believe my daddy when he would tell me this growing up. And he would say to me, Shannon, if you didn't have the time to do it right the first time, when are you going to find the time to redo it? And then I listened to all of these lessons as a grown up, and all the times that I rolled my eyes. As an adult, I really have to give my daddy his props. He was my first and best mentor. Okay, so I like to pass those lessons on to you all because I heard them enough growing up, and now they make so much sense that I don't want y'all to have to pay the tuition for the mistakes that you can definitely avoid. All right, so this is in the process of packaging right now. I'm going to bring up my notes here because I wanted to be able to go over some of the problems that everyone said that they were having. And I want to see if those are your problems here tonight. All right. Let's see here. Oh, it is telling me it is good to go. So put it, make a new one. Oh, no, no, no. I'm going to put it in there. And this one is just a baby shower. I was just going to make its own folder anyway. All right. Well, let that roll. And while that's rolling, I wanted you all to see that I'm going to be calculators in the sky. That's kind of my term for what I do when I'm talking. I talk with my hands. Oh, A to Z Crafty, thank you so much. Yeah, regardless of I'm selling craft to quit. I feel like a big sick baby. You know how you just like, you don't want to do anything but just crawl in bed and just be taken care of. But listen, I still show up for my family. I got y'all. I literally have been resting all week and take out a little bit of time that I use my voice to come speak to you all. So I hope you appreciate this. I hope you're not judging me right now for how my voice sounds or if I happen to sneeze on y'all for the one time. All right. Just know that it's out of love. All right. So while this is going, I wanted to check on you all and see. Does anybody, and you could just tell me if this is me, if this is you, I'm going to just tell you to drop a number in the chat. Don't worry about being shy. This is to help you because if you talk back to me, it'll let me know how to help you. Okay. So number one, does anybody here feel like they're stuck on where to start? Like you have a project. For instance, I had this baby shower design to do, And all they said is the theme is We Can Barely Wait. And I'm like, okay, well, you gave me a couple of Pinterest files that you found, and it's like, well, I don't like to copy people's work, but maybe I could do something a little different. But I don't know where difference coming from, because when I go on Etsy, everything looks the same. If that's you, with like you just stuck on where to start and you just need like a little bit of inspiration, give me a 1 in the chat. If you're never stuck on where to start, it's cool. But just let me know if I'm talking to anybody right now that just you get the analysis paralysis. When I tell y'all before I start a design, I have a Pinterest board of like 50 designs. I probably did about an hour and a half at least of research before I even touch a design. If that's you, it's okay. I just need to know. Throw your ones in the air. Okay, Shalonda, I see you. Barbara, okay, I see you. All right, so if that's the case, that's one of the main reasons why we do these trendy templates. So that you get an idea of, hey, I saw something kind of like that, but I never thought about doing that for a baby shower. I didn't see anything like this for a baby shower. I saw something like this for the word summer. And what I said was, well, if we can do that for the word summer and I can make a template, then we could take the word summer out and make it anything. So what did we do? We made it summer. We made it family. Here, I will actually show you some. Well, maybe I won't, because now my computer's acting sedity. Let me close out of this Discord. Make sure I'm giving myself full resources here. Now, give me a moment. I'm actually shutting down some of these tabs and stuff. Now, see, my poor baby is over here pushing. Okay, it's still working. Let me leave it alone. Like I said, it's doing the work while I'm talking with my hands. Now, what I was trying to show y'all. Let me see. I want to show you some variations of the design that we did this week in class. Here we go. So this at least shows you some variations here. So we did family vibes. It could be family reunion. We did happy birthday. We did a cruise theme. Welcome. This might be for a wedding or a reception. Welcome again for a baby shower. Summer, family. So you get the idea here that sometimes you just need a little kicker just to say, oh my gosh, I didn't think about that. Or this was such a fabulous way of presenting this idea. I can't wait to try it. So these templates are just 5-minute templates. Once you learn how to do them, you're going to come in there, change colors, change text, change the main image, which might be a photo, or in this instance, we're not doing a photo, we're doing a teddy bear. So those are the few elements that you change out. And then you'll see at the end of this, it's going to transform into its own design. Okay. If you're stuck where to start, we got something for that. All right. So second one is, and I know this is how I feel, but you let me know how you feel. Are you at a point where you're just tired of buying Etsy designs? For instance, I know it's probably quick and easy to go grab an image that already exists, but it's really hard to be competitive when everyone is using the same graphics. Everyone's using the same style. Everyone's using literally the same clip art. If that's something that you are just like sick of seeing, or sick of being the one that has to keep buying these files, give me a 2 in the chat. Because when you keep buying these files, they're not editable, and you have to, like, basically, it's like a endless addiction. Like, you have to keep purchasing the files from them because you don't have a source file for yourself. So if that's one of the issues that you have, go ahead and give me a 2 in the chat. All right, and I'm going to tell you 2 of the things that we do to be different here. One is that we use the AI artwork. So, for instance, each one of these flowers is not stock art that I got from somewhere. These are AI artworks that we generate together in an AI class where we have every single Tuesday, we're making about 5,000 files, 5,000 images that we can use however we want in our designs, right? So that's one way that we make it stand out and make it something different from anything else you're going to see on Etsy. Number two is we're making these designs editable. So as for instance, if you go on Etsy right now and you buy a image that looks like this, that says family or happy birthday or welcome, you're not going to be able to edit the file. More than likely, it's going to be a flat PNG that is just not something that you can edit. So if that's ever been your problem or your frustration, like, hey, I keep buying these files, but I can't do anything with them other than print them as is. If that's been a problem of yours, give me a 2 in the chat because I want to know what are the ways that that I can help you and show you that we have solutions for you. Okay. All right. All right. I also want to check in with you while we're cooking in the background here. Let me just make sure we're still cooking. We're still cooking. All right. Um, what is your typical design time? For instance, how long does it usually take you to put a design together from beginning to end? Does it take you 10 minutes? Does it take you an hour? Does it take you hours? I will say, even for myself, most of the designs that I craft do take me hours. I'm not going to lie. But I also, my goal when I make a design is not just to make it one time and print it. My goal when I make a design is to create a template for you all. So I'm literally refining how that can be used and turned into a 5-minute file. Oh, are we done? Oh, okay. Let me see what's going on here. Hours. And let me know how many hours. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, I will spend 3 to 5 hours on a design, on a template. Now, the reason why, like I said, my goal is to design it like I design my files like I'm engineering an optimized product because I want y'all to be in boom, change the colors, boom, change the text, boom, change the image, and it's yours. Like it's a brand new design every single time. So I do a lot of extra thinking and tweaking after I design something. I have to templatize it, right? So I definitely spend hours on every last one of these files for you to be able to flip it in 5 minutes. So you can tell your clients that you spent hours because technically my hours are your hours. You're paying for the shortcut. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't have to feel bad about, oh, well, I don't want to charge my customer because it only took me 5 minutes to design. No, it didn't take you 5 minutes to design. It took Doc Shannon 4 hours to design and it took you 5 minutes to flip it because you invested in that template. You invested in the live classes. Y'all, that's a part of your value, of your worth. You are learning a high level skill. Designing is a high level skill and you will be able to charge your worth, but first you got to know your worth. Okay. So the same designs that I'm showing you now, you all are presenting designs that have taken 25 years of Photoshop experience to be able to produce. Okay. So calculate for me that your hourly rate for a design should be $100 per hour. Listen to me. At minimum, $100 per hour. So you should be able to go into each one of these and flip this. Some of y'all were in class on Wednesday. How long did it take you to flip your design? And how many designs did y'all flip? Okay, Ashley, I think I saw you in the chat. I know you do a lot of flipping. I don't know if Coach Nancy is here, but Coach Nancy also does a lot of flipping. Typically, even if it takes you 10 minutes instead of 5 minutes to flip a file, you can flip 6 times in an hour. Okay, that means you should be able to at least charge $25 for a design flip. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? So that you're making it worth your time. And the faster you can design, the more you can charge for your design. And that's why the templates are so important, because once you flip it one time, by the time you flip it the fourth time, you're able to do this in 5 minutes. Okay. A to Z says you can flip in 5 to 10 minutes. Perfect. Tisha, you can flip 3 times an hour. Okay. So that means you can earn $33 an hour. Does that make sense? Because you should be charging about $100 per hour. You can make $33 per hour doing 3 designs. Now, you want to make sure that you're charging for your design time, charge at $35. Okay? Because that way it's going to make it worth your time. You're not going to be all like dreading designing for your client. You're going to be excited to give them that fast turnaround, because you want to see that money multiply. Okay. All right. Sorry, I've been talking too long. Hold on. I'm still here with you. I'm still hanging on. All right, let me see what happened with my file here. Okay, do y'all see what happened when I was waving my hands in the air? It was like magic. So I want you all to wave your hands in the air too. Use your hands to talk. It does something for you. Actually, it did absolutely nothing for this file, but the only thing that didn't change out here were my oh, I didn't change the colors here of my balloons. So I can go into that and update those. I think what it was is I have a third color on these balloons. So I'm going to make my third color be white, which typically it is. Get rid of the layer below. And this is just for like mock-up purposes. Here, I'll show you. So for this one, I probably would do silver, gold. And this is just for a basic mock-up. I'm going to show you how you can go into AI and make this little balloon arch. This is the one I did in AI here. All right, so this little balloon garland is not real. It was created in Midjourney. Okay, and then what I would do for this one, for my backdrop here, now that I can kind of see it with my foreground and background, we can barely wait. I usually leave a lot of space up at the top, because a lot of times you're going to have balloons hanging, or you're going to have garland hanging, that sort of thing. But because this one is a very vertical design, I'm going to make it a little bit taller here. And then if you wanted to, you can also put like another accent element there. I just like to keep my foreground and background simple if I can have it that way, because it makes the mock-up process simpler. All right. Oh, and I knew of balloons hanging a little high there. Bring it down just a little bit. And like I said, this T, I'm actually going to let this T kind of hang off of my banner, because I should have squished that up just a little bit. All right, so my banner is good to go. I'm just going to kind of do a little quality check right now. For these balloons, I'm going to do a very quick little color change out here, just to kind of make them blue. And solid color. Choose my little blue. Let's create a clipping mask, and let's use the color blend mode. Now we just make some blue real quick. Now, typically I would go into, and that's what we're going to do in class on Tuesday. We're going to go into our mid journey and we'll create the balloon garland, whatever colors we want it to be. So for instance, this one, excuse me, I would do boho chic and tell it that I wanted natural colors in the color blue. Mm-mm-mm. All right, so this is what we're really supposed to be paying attention to here. Excuse me, y'all. I'm gonna take a break soon. We'll call it a night, so there ain't be no breaks. All right. I'm just moving my balloons up a little bit here. All right, y'all. I had to go off camera for a second to blow my nose. I'm sure y'all didn't want to hear that. I don't know why it just cracks me up to be a little sick in front of everybody. All right. All right. So what I want y'all to see here is now I have the option right now to do this. I'm going to see if I close down everything, if it's going to do it. Typically, I would not risk it doing this live, but I just want to show you all before I get it going. Um, all right, so it is saving. And even with my 13 by 19 design, let me check on that here. I like how this turned out. I feel like this design could be a little bit bigger because this typography design is very tall and skinny. Oh, I know what I was going to show you all. So I have that for my main design. But let me go ahead and save that. I wanted to show you all, like, let's say for the welcome sign, the welcome poster. Remember I showed you that I have a variation of the design for that? I can turn off my foreground front there. And then I'm going to view the large icons here. And I'm going to do the baby here. Nope, I'm going to do welcome. All right, so I've taken this same design and given it a little bit different purpose here. So instead of saying that we can barely wait, now this says welcome. I'll say yes to update the changes there. And now I have my welcome poster. All right, and here is where you can do your micro adjustments. For instance, with the website, I want to move up the we can barely wait just a little bit. So the we can and barely, I want to pull that up a little bit. And then I'm going to turn off my accent one because it kind of doesn't make sense there now. And that's my website banner. And maybe at the bottom you put baby so-and-so or, baby last name. But just keep in mind that this is going to be a design that you can use over and over and over again. There was a menu. So this is an invitation. So the invitation says may be able to say we can barely wait. But maybe you want to take that same idea and make a menu. And I'll just show you real quick that we do have a menu design. And I just created that really quickly. So what you could do is on the place settings, you know how they'll have the cardstock printout with the menu. So you can put the menu there. You can actually put the menu underneath it. So let's say, for instance, if that's not an invitation, I can go into it and I can turn off the envelope if I want. Or actually, I can put it right here. That way I can show both the menu and the invitation. So boom, there's menu. The background's on here somewhere. So I'm going to pull pull that background right underneath that menu there. And then make this, instead of 18%, 100% opacity. And if you want to make it a little bit smaller so you can actually put the menu on the front, you can do that, like put your text down here. And let me see. There is some space here where you can put text. So literally, instead of saying, please come join us, invitation style, you can put what the menu items are going to be for that day. This also goes like if you're doing bar menus or the food menus that go on the plate. The bar menus usually stand up in an acrylic stand. So that it could say bar menu. Just real quick. Excuse me, I'm trying to do, I don't know why I'm trying to be so extra knowing that I'm not feeling well. Like I just can't help it, y'all. I love doing this, so this is a part of what gets me in trouble. And find me a little font real quick. Excuse me. All right, so even if I just want to add a little jazz there, boom, little drop shadow, little boom, boom. And then maybe there'll be the signature drinks or whatever on there. All right, I'm just giving y'all some ideas. All right, and then the we can barely wait. Like I said, it was a very skinny vertical design, so I would go into that one, make it a little bit taller. And then that way they can scan the QR code, get the details for the event, which should take them to your web page if you're kind of hosting a web page for them. All right, and there you go. So you're just giving them the idea that yes, you could do a menu, but you can also do, oh, that's the envelope there. I was like, what is that underneath there? That's the envelope. All right, so that's how we use the menu. I'll zoom in here a little bit. Oh, let's do the table runner. Maybe the table runner, instead of saying we can barely wait, maybe the table runner just says, because that's usually going to be fabric, or it could be vinyl. You might want your table runner to say baby last name. And I think we have baby last name on here somewhere. Right there, baby last name. And that way it's just giving you a little bit different variation. Because maybe you get a chance, since you're doing it as a table runner, this will be a keepsake. It's fabric, it's nice quality. You can get these for around about $30 printed wholesale. You could sell these easily for $60, okay? It's not a vinyl. You can sell the vinyl ones easily for $60, but this is fabric. So this is something they're going to keep for like pretty much for the baby, maybe to hang up in the baby's room, kind of use as a tapestry, maybe even hang it somewhere for later. Then maybe you don't want it to say we can barely wait. Maybe you just want to say, you know, baby so-and-so. All right, just giving y'all some ideas. So when I close that out, you'll see that it will update. All right, and I think that looks better, more substantial. And you can convince them to buy that because it's something that they're going to use over and over again. Was there anything else here? We have the box, the chip bags, water bottle, Capri Sun automatically designed, the plate there, the paper cup, the button. We have a flat button, and then we also have the both the flat sublimation button and then the round button. Also have the gift bag there, money card holder. I feel like that design should be pulled down a little bit, so I'm going to go there. And this is all you're doing. All you're doing is tweaking the design. You do not have to redesign every single item. This is something Canva can't do. This is something most Photoshop files can't do. This is unique to the Automizer because of how we designed it. We designed it with you in mind. So one of my other two questions was going to be, you know, y'all told me that y'all are spending hours on design. So now I showed you how you can literally design a shirt in 5 minutes or less. But now you can, how much time do you spend on mock-ups? Like literally mocking up each of these items. Most of you probably won't even mock up multiple items because it takes so much time and energy. And you don't know if your customer is going to buy it. So you're like, well, why do I need to mock up all these products if I don't even know if they're going to buy it? Well, here's the deal. If you designed it like I just showed you today, it doesn't take you much more time. Literally, it takes you about, I would say 10 to maybe 20 minutes once you understand this and you're not explaining the mess out of it like I'm doing and using your hands instead of using your hands in the air instead of actually on the mouse getting the work done. But this is a very complicated piece. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, because the cupcake toppers was 1, 12, which is the backdrop, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 items on here. I would not do this every single time. What I would do is I would show my customer this generic one that has the 26 items. This is called your ultimate pack. This is like, hey, anything you could want pretty much is on this mock-up right now. Then what I would do is I would do a smaller mock-up. And what I'm going to do is go to this whole board right here, Alt, click and drag. Okay. And then I would on this board, well, I thought I did it. Hold on. Maybe it was misbehaving. I'm just copying this board here. So what I would mock up for my customers are the essentials, okay? So what would be the essentials? And I'm going to tell you just by basically deleting some stuff. Essentials would be, hey, my 13 by 19 shirt, my all over shirt, water bottle, chip bag, maybe a Rice Krispie treat. I probably wouldn't have the, one thing I would tell you to keep the digital invitation and the invitations because they're so easy to do and it has the potential to lead people to your website. Okay. If it can lead people to your website, then that's basically free advertisement. So leave that one. I would probably leave the welcome sign on because that's another thing you can drop ship. If you just wanted to have the banner here, you can have that there. And then let's say if you wanted to get rid of the backdrop there, get rid of cupcake topper is probably a pretty good one. But maybe you don't want to do this box. Like, yeah, I'm doing a gift box. So that's too much work for me if they're not doing a big bundle, right? The thing is, this is what you're showing them that you're going to create based on just a really simple mock-up. So I'm gonna disable that layer mask. All right, so little cupcake topper. Maybe you won't make a cupcake topper for the basic package. You're not doing the plates for a basic. You get to decide what you want to do and what comes in your basic package. Now, Capri Suns, water bottles, those are pretty common. The cups, maybe you're not doing a cup for the basic package. Maybe you do want to keep the buttons because those are things people do order in bulk. Maybe you want to keep the yard sign because you can do the yard sign, put a couple of balloons on that, and you can drop ship it. You do not have to touch that yard sign. Money card holder, maybe you're not doing a money card holder. Delete that. The table runner, I would probably just leave it there just for decoration. If you're not going to do the website, take that off. Just get rid of it. Now, the thing is, it's already on this one. Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm creating a version of this where I can say, hey, this is my basic package starting at X amount of dollars. Okay, now I can make the t-shirt bigger. Make it more of a focal point because this is your staple work here. All right, so you can rearrange this based on what you want to showcase, what you want to offer. I could take this sign here and move it maybe down here and in front of that easel, that welcome sign. And now I can make some of these objects a little bit bigger to get more attention. And y'all, like literally, I'm just going to, for my customer, I'm only going to redo the designs for this top part. I'm not going to do it for everything. Why? Because if they really want to see, if they wanted you to, hey, can you show me what it looks like with the cupcake topper? Can you show me what it looks like with the gift box? You show them this image and then you let them know, hey, it's going to take me like a 1-day turnaround to mock up these other items, but let's make sure that there are things that you want to see because it does take me design time. It takes you 10 minutes. They don't have to know that. But what you're doing is you're establishing a precedence for them to pay for your design time and to add on these other products while you're in design mode. Not to come back 10 days later and say, hey, can we get those water bottles down? Another 5 days. Hey, what about the socks? Can we add the socks? What you're doing is you're incentivizing them building a bundle. So if you're spending too much time on mock-ups, this is your answer. And if you're only making small sales, excuse me, y'all. For instance, you're only selling a single t-shirt or you're only selling a single pair of socks. This is your way to get those upsells and get clients really excited about not just spending $30 with you, but easily 10xing that, spending $300 with you. And some of them even getting bigger than that and spending $3,000 with you because you may end up designing this entire event, right? It's not uncommon to see that type of return if you're doing an entire event. Not only are you designing the stuff, digital design, you're also having the stuff printed and drop shipped. You're also arranging for them to have a beautiful backdrop, a floor installation that basically puts the same graphic that's on the backdrop. You can have that installed on the floor to make beautiful images. We're talking about the welcome sign, a set of water bottles, a set of the chip bags. Like imagine this whole spread being laid out and designed by you in very little time. Okay. This is what you're going to have the potential to do. So this is what I'm excited about for y'all. This is what I want to see happen. If you can apply the simple templates, and if you're wanting to invest in a product like the Automizer, okay? So I'm going to change this one out to baby. And then instead of party, I'm going to change that to shower. And this is what I'm going to do. For those of you all who wanted the coupon, there's a 50% off coupon for the Automizer. It also works for the Photoshop file, and it works for the AI classes. And I'll show you that in just a moment. If you all are interested in that, go ahead and drop a 100 in the chat for me. Let me know if you're interested in that code. If you're not interested, it's okay, because we don't even have to drop it. I just want to see if y'all still up with me. If y'all let me sit here and hack away and cough away, and y'all aren't even hanging out with me no more. Okay, there y'all go. There you go. Okay. Now I'm also going to ask at this time, who sent ya? The reason why is because someone that shared is going to get the file for free. Okay. Someone that shared is going to get an $800 for free tonight. $800 file for free tonight. Okay. If someone shared this and you're the reason why they're here, they are the reason why you're here, go ahead and shout them out in the comments. Shout them out. And customer happiness, we have, let's set a timer for let's set a timer for 90 seconds. In the next 90 seconds, whoever has the most shout outs will win the file. All right, starting now. All right, customer happiness is going to calculate. Cheryl says, Cheryl sent me. You better call yourself out. All right, so anyone that sent you, I know we had some people in the beginning. If you're still here with us, let us know who sent you. And then while I'm cleaning this file up here, you all have 90 seconds to let us know who's going to win this Automizer tonight. Let's see, baby shower. And let's change that color. There we go. That looks good to me. Oh, Cheryl, your daughter's under your account? Okay. All right. Listen, y'all ain't bring nobody on here. You did bring yourself. That's not a nobody. I have to admit that that's not a nobody. All right, all right. So far, it's all a tie. I don't see anyone who is being called out by someone else, and I can't even call that a tie because it has to be someone who your content was shared to, and then that's how they came here. So listen, y'all, I want to be able to give away this Automizer file. So I think our time is running out. Customer happiness. Let me know if we have some more time. A to Z. And I know it's late. Some people aren't. It's been a rough week. They're trying to get their rest in, and they're not here right now. But you are. All right, time's up. Time's up. So we don't have anyone that called anyone else out. So customer happiness, do me a favor. I'm still going to be the extra giving spirit that I am. Let's take Cheryl, Georgia Beauty, Shalonda, A to Z, Jennifer, Takita, A to Z already, we said that, and Latista. Let's go ahead and put those names in a wheel of names. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tell you all now about, let me save this file because I'm talking with my fingers and I'm not saving my work. Y'all know how I do. Let me move these socks out of the way. They sit on top of my chips right now. All right, so if you want this file, it's going to come with and I'll show you the file that it comes with. If I can open it up. Oh, actually, it's not going to let me. Let me save this. There's something else I want to show y'all. There's something extra. Ooh, let me see if I can do this while we're here, because I'm supposed to be off of this thing by 10:15, and we're already running over. Let me see. What do I want to do here? And I haven't tried this on this folder, so y'all forgive me if it doesn't work. It's okay, because I have not set this system up to do it. All right, do desktop, whole PNG. It should go there. I'm gonna see. No, this is the wrong one. I got a different file that is exporting right now. I forgot to tell it this folder. So let me let this finish doing what it's doing right now. And I don't think, can I stop it now? I don't think I can stop it once it starts going. All right, I chose the wrong input folder. I was trying to be fast. And now I'm gonna pay. All right, so what it's doing right now is it's actually creating the printable files. So what we did was not just mock stuff up. We created from an editable design. We created printable files, and then we also created the mockups for each of those printable files. And then we created packages, okay? So we just did 3 levels of designs at one time with the Automizer. Okay, and technically 4 levels of designs, because we also design like the individual elements that we can use for different things. So you designed your elements, you input your elements that you got from your Photoshop template. Then we designed our printable files. The printable files are the 13 by 19 for the front of the shirt, the all over for the front, the all over print for the back, the backdrop design, the floor wrap design, the Rice Krispies treat design. Those are all printable designs. They're not just mock-ups. And then after it designed your printable designs, it propagated those designs to your mock-ups. Okay. Lisa, is that you? I got this file for you. I couldn't figure out which email it was. Can you do me a favor? We had some delay in the customer service answering the emails while we had all of the mix up with the website. Can you message the Facebook business page? Lisa, this is yours right here. And I've already done this. As a matter of fact, this file is done. This file has been done. You are... I think this is, I forget what template number this is, 272, I believe. So we already have this one for you, and it's ready to go. But yeah, so all I have to do is send you that file. Okay. All right, thanks, Lisa. I know that that this design will be cool for you, because it's basically inspired by Party as well. But what it's doing is it's creating these individual mock-ups. So not only do you get the bundle of products that you see here, you're also going to create these individual files automatically, right? And what happens is now you can take those images and you can put them up in your Shopify store, right? So now I have this image. You can put it on a tie, you can put it on socks, you can put it on a plate, you can put it on a cup, you can put it on pillows, etc. So what it's doing is it's basically kicking out each of those as a PNG separate, just as a mock-up. So like I said, your levels of design, you have your initial design that you do, one t-shirt design. I'm telling y'all, this is the magic that we made happen. One t-shirt design, you're going to take the elements from that t-shirt design, then you're going to put them into the Automizer elements, and then from there it's going to do your printable files. It's going to do your individual mock-ups. So it'll mock up just the Rice Krispie treat, just the yard sign, just the banner. And then the next level of that is it will mock up a whole package. So as you see here, you have the t-shirts, water bottles, everything staged together. It will mock up that as a stage altogether. So then that way it's giving your customers the idea that, oh, I thought I just wanted a t-shirt, but how much is it to add this or add that or add this other thing? And it's going to, I promise you. Has anyone here, if anyone here has used the Automizer and gotten an upsell that the customer did not initially expect to want, let me know in the chat. If the customer just came to you for a 13 by 19 t-shirt and you showed them that all over, you showed them the banners, you showed them the backdrop, you showed them the water bottle, those other elements, the pillows, those sort of things. If you have received an upsell just because you have done some kind of mega mock-up like this, let me know. Oh, Coach Nancy, I was bragging on you earlier. I don't know if you're here. I was bragging on you. That's our flip queen of flips. Yes. So it definitely helps with upselling. So the idea here is that the other solution that we have for design tonight is that if you're spending too much time on the mockups, you see how this thing is just going right now. I'm just talking with my hands. And then you're only making small sales, like I'm only selling one t-shirt at a time. I'm only making these $30 sales. This is one of the most impactful ways that you can automatically 10x your sales. That means 10 times your sales. They came to spend $30 with you. Now they're pretty much guaranteed to spend about $300 with you. Okay. Shalonda says, me during graduation season. Michelle, me. Jennifer, yes. Okay, cool. So this is just basically helping us to realize how this can really help us make money and be more efficient, because this is about business in the long run. All right, so we got a wheel of names going on here. Let me pull it up on the screen. Hold on, y'all. I need to take another blow my nose break. All right, I think I'm back, but okay, there it is. It's working now. All right, all right. So that's my sign. It's time to get off of this live. I had to take 2 snot breaks. All right. But I didn't want to leave before we did our winner for tonight. Also, customer happiness. If you would drop the link to the the Facebook business page. Anyone that goes on the Facebook business page right now and you comment the word baby shower, comment the word baby shower, one word, not spaces or anything. Comment the word baby shower under the live video that we have going on right now on the Facebook page. If you comment the word baby shower, then you're going to get a link for 50% off of, and I'll show you in just a little bit here. Let me say, I'll show you right now, because a little bit I might be over here about sleep. Okay. So if you go to the page here, you're going to be able to use that coupon code to get 50% off of our AI classes. Y'all, all of this artwork that was used to design this tonight is all AI artwork. Every single Tuesday, we're in the AI room and we are crushing it together as a team. Let's see if I can bring it up now without causing any issue. But see how those images were used to make this design. So you're going to be able to create endless designs because you're going to know how to create endless artwork, and you're going to learn how to flip in 5 minutes. So endless artwork, source photos, stock photos that you don't have to look for. You can literally imagine them and they just pop up out of thin air. Well, not out of thin air. You have to do a little bit of work. And that's what we do in the class together. But the idea here is that we literally prompt this stuff together so that you end up with some pretty cool work. So this is the last one that we did for our summer vibes design. And let me just check and see how many images are in here. We have over 8,000 images in here. Okay. 8,000 images in here that we created on Tuesday. All right. And it keeps growing the more that people get into the server and develop more artwork. Okay. I'll show you some of the past ones we did. Yo, this lips one was bananas. Bananas. Let me see how many are in here. We have almost 8,000 artwork images in here in this AI class. Ooh, I like the zebra lips. Okay, now the frog is kind of creeping me out a little bit. It's a little cute, but you know, me and frogs, I know that's Nancy there. The coqui, I think is what the frog is called. All right, so I'm so mad at you, Coach Nancy. I'm not mad at you at all. Anyways, good job with that. All right, so listen, this is our AI room. Each AI class is $40. Y'all have a chance tonight if you want to get the AI bundle. The AI bundle is literally 52 classes. So we're already up to class number 35. That's what's coming up this Tuesday. So we're going up to 52 classes. I'll see if I'm going to extend it longer. This was just a goal of mine to do AI every single week for a year. So in order to make it a goal that I was going to sustain, I basically made it something that I have to show up for you all for. Because y'all know how we are. We'll show up for everybody else except for ourselves. So I literally made a class so that every week we're touching AI and we're creating AI resources. All of this artwork is stuff that you will be able to use over and over and over again to create very creative artworks that are not going to be like what you see on Etsy. Okay. So just giving y'all that as an entry point. If you're not ready for Photoshop, the least you might want to do right now is learn how to create your own stock images so that you can go into Canva. You can export these elements that I'm going to give you tonight. I'm going to show you what elements I'm going to give y'all tonight. But you'll get that 50% off code too. You can also use that 50% off code for, can't use it for the boot camps, but you can use it for the Photoshop classes. These are the 5-minute templates. So when I was explaining to you all that we have templates that are trendy, templates that are easy to change out, 5 minutes, y'all, you can't tell me that anything here is not something that you can sell. I know you can sell any of this stuff because we do the hard work. We check to make sure that the things are trending. We check to make sure that you're going to have high quality graphics. It looks like you had 25 years of Photoshop experience because you do. It's just 25 years of experience built into a template. Okay. If you don't have Facebook, so you won't be able to get the freebie file tonight. Yeah, because we don't have any other way to get it at this moment. There is an incentive to anybody that joins the academy tonight. Anyone that joins the academy tonight. Has anyone that's not a member that wants to be a member? So I can tell you about what you get for the, before you buy any files, you may just want to be a member. If you're a member, then you get 8 templates every single month. And we have a $97 membership, which is where you come to live classes every Wednesday. And then we also have an option where if you don't come to the live classes, you can get the templates without the live classes for only $50 a month. And that is a steal of a deal because you're getting 8 templates for $50. Okay. So just letting y'all know that that is an opportunity as well. Okay. All right. We even have some Canva templates, y'all. Some of y'all said y'all were Canva girlies or gentlemen. We have Canva templates here that are just as easy to switch out. 5-minute templates here, okay? And even if it says graduation, for instance, this template 261 is one of the easiest templates to change out. 125, one of the easiest. This is actually our most popular template of all time, maybe the most popular template on the internet, arguably, very much arguably, because it's often imitated but not quite duplicated. How about that? So 125 is one of those ones that will definitely get you orders over and over again. I want you all to know that these are Canva versions. So if you're just getting your feet wet in Canva, $10 for a template for you to be able to really flip this in about 5 minutes and have a professional looking quick design. So I want you all to know that that's an option as well. All right. All right. So everybody that's put in baby shower, it should be inboxing you something right now. Make sure that you actually click one of those options. It's going to give you two options. Click your option, whether you want the free art or whether you want the 50% off code. And let me show you what the free art is. And I'll tell you this, I'm going to go ahead and tell you the cheat code. If you choose the 50% off code, it's still going to give you the free art. Okay. So don't be afraid to select the 50% off code. All right. So this is what you're going to be getting tonight. Here, I'm going to do something extra for y'all. If you think, let's say right now you say, anybody here feel like I can't afford the template, or I can't afford the membership, or I can't afford the Automizer. That thing is way out of my range. Like that's how you feel right now. What's up, Coach Walt? Y'all, Coach Walt is in the building. Coach Walt is your business foundation specialist. He's going to help you get your personal credit right, your business credit together, and set up those foundations of like your LLCs and all those things that make you weak in the knees. Okay. Coach Walt helps you get those set up. And he does Wealth Talk on Tuesdays, 7 o'clock, free inside of the Facebook group. Okay. All right. So if that's how you feel, this is what I want you to do. First of all, I want you to reframe, because anything that we want, we can't afford. God gave us unlimited resources and there's abundance, right? It's just a frame of mind. We have to think of, how can I afford it? So what I want to do is I want to give you all these files for free. I'm going to take this mock-up right here for the birthday party. I'm going to right click, quick export as PNG. I'm going to put it in our folder here. I'm going to save these as my mock-ups here. And then I'm going to do this one. Give that one. Because what I want you to do, I want you to advertise this. And if someone says that, hey, I really want that. Did I already do that one? Oh, I know what I did. This one is, I'm going to call this my basic package. And then this one is the full package. So let me quick export as PNG. All right, so I am giving you all these files here. So at least you have the images, okay? All right, and then what I'm going to do is give you, if I do this the right way, let me see if I can batch these for y'all. I was in the wrong folder before, but I got it now. Let me go to my little old PNG folder. And then I promise y'all I'm going to let y'all go, because we're going to get some rest tonight. What am I doing? Desktop. All right, that's my hold folder. I'm going to make sure I save these for you. All right, and put those images in there. That way, my whole PNG could be clear, because I'm going to go ahead and run this. I'm going to run this just for y'all. For everybody that's here tonight that's getting this live file, I'm going to add some files to the file. Okay. What it's going to do is it is going to, see how it's producing these images? It's going to produce the mock-ups, it's going to produce the printable files, and it's going to produce the elements. What I'm going to do for you all is just give you those mock-ups. So at the very least, excuse me, y'all. I'm going to get through this. At the very least, you can put these images on your Shopify store. You can put these images of these mock-ups in your emails. You can put these images and these mock-ups on your social media. And I just want you to put it out there. If you need help, if you truly feel like you can't design it or you can't create it, then let us know, because not only do we have a class where we show you how to do this, we also have our Craft to Quit members who are platinum members who know how to flip these templates like pancakes, and they can help you flip the template, do the design for you. You pay a small design fee to them, and then you pass that on to your customer, your client, to let them know that you can offer this type of product. So even if you don't feel like you can design, that's what I'm saying, ask yourself, how can I afford it? How you can afford it is by making sure that you're putting the work out there and that you're getting the business. Okay, we want you to hit the ground running. So that's why we're making so many different ways for you to be able to have these opportunities. So it looks like we are done with our elements now, and it's going to start getting into our mockup files. So the mockup files is what I'm looking forward to, because those are what you're going to be able to present to your customers and let them know, hey, I can make you this banner. Hey, I can make you this blanket. That's a drop ship item. You don't even have to touch that blanket. I get that blanket printed right now for about $12 drop ship. Okay. That button pen, easy money. Backdrop, easy money. You don't touch that backdrop. Okay. Oh, Sharon. So you're in Craft to Quit and you were in the room tonight when I did the design. So you're going to get the full Automizer file. For those who are joining us on the YouTube live, as long as you commented the word baby shower, you got a folder. And in that folder is going to be, let me show you. I have a little freebie folder for y'all. Okay, so those who made it to the end and listened to my raspy voice tonight and got to the end, inside of that folder, this is what you all are going to see. Okay, you'll have all these elements. You can take these elements right now and drop them into Canva. Like, drop them into Canva. If you're not a Photoshop head just yet, drop them into Canva, do your thing. Build something with it. You can do that. I'm also going to give you the, let me see, these mockup files. They're almost done. Yard sign, I think is the last one. Boom, there it is. All right, I'm going to go ahead and drop these in right now, because y'all know how I do. Once I leave this computer, once I cut this computer off, I shut down just like this computer does. All right, so I'm going to make a little folder inside of here called mockups. I'm going to give y'all those files too. Or, I'll just put them all on the same level so you don't have to save any little folders. All right, so boom, your mockups in there. There was something else that I was giving y'all. Oh, I was giving you these things here, 1 and 2. Oh, that one says B-Day party. Let me change that one. I don't want it to say B-Day party. I have to wait till it's finished. I'll change it to baby shower. So basically, you're getting all of those mock-ups. You get all of these little individual elements that you can change the colors of. Even Photoshop or Canva can do that. You'll get the one that says welcome. You get the one that says menu. You get the one that says barely. And you get the one that says baby. Somewhere in there. And let me grab all of those files for y'all. Like, I'm not playing with y'all. Like, even if you feel like you can't afford it, I'm showing you how you can afford it. Because I'm literally giving you things that you can use to represent, because you can do this. You absolutely can do this. All right, so check the file in just a little bit. It's actually uploading some things now. So in about 5 minutes, those of you who have the link, check the link again, and it's going to have even more files in it. Okay, so all you got to do is comment the word baby shower. All right, like I said, I promise y'all, I do my Freebie Fridays because my goal of Freebie Fridays is really to show you that even for free, excuse me, even for free, because it's not free. You're giving me your time and your attention. Okay. So for your time and your attention, I want to make sure that I'm giving you value. I want to make sure that I'm giving you something that you can create the next level of your wealth. And then that way you can invest in the academy. You can invest in the Automizer. Okay. Lisa, there's not an Automizer class tomorrow. I think we reschedule it to after the challenge. But for those of you all who need an Automizer class, if you message the Facebook business page and say, "Hey, I really need an Automizer class," we can do a class by next week. Okay, all right, and then we can set that up. Change the artwork on the people. It depends, Carmen, which one you're talking about. Okay, look, AI 12. All right, so yeah, there are so many different classes. I also want to show you all where you can sign up for if you're wanting to sign up as a member. Go to n8academy.com. And then immediately under the banner, it'll tell you our 3 memberships that we have. The Craft to Quit program is closed for enrollment. It's an application process. The application will open up at the end of July once we're done with our challenge. All right, so just know right now the Craft to Quit is not open, but this is our premium monthly membership. But the gold is the next best. The gold is going to get you live Photoshop classes, live help, pull you out the mud on every single Wednesday. We have a live Photoshop class with the template that comes with it. And then we also have a silver membership. That one allows you to, it's a little bit more delayed. So basically, you get early access when you get the live class. You get it 7 days early. So for the silver membership, excuse me, for the silver membership, you get that 7 days later. It's a pre-recorded class. So you get the recording, you get the template. It's not live, but it still puts you on the map because you're getting 8 templates every single month. So you're getting 8 opportunities to get your design skills up. And I just want you all to know that this is our lineup for our classes. Photoshop classes, AI classes, every single week. Photoshop class, AI class, Photoshop class, AI class. So you'll get to see that these AI classes build on the Photoshop classes. The Photoshop classes build on the AI classes, okay? Now, I do want to tell you all too, I know we didn't have a lot of Canva people in the crowd tonight, but excuse me, we have a Canva class that is going on with Coach Treese, and that Canva class is taking place on the 6th, and I don't see it on here, but I believe it is on the one-on-one page. And customer happiness, if we could go ahead and add Coach Treese's Canva class on the N8 Academy page. Let's see right here. So what you do in this class is you're going to build a template from scratch in Canva. Even if you just want to know how Canva works and you're already a Photoshop user, you just want to know how Canva works, then you can come to this class and learn how to build from scratch, learn how to put your text in there, install fonts, install the frame or the image. It's going to clip your background image, cut out the background from a photo, and you'll be creating your own template inside of this class. Also, I want to let you all know that Coach Chrissy has a back to school marketing class that's going to begin on, or that's going to take place on the 7th of July. And if you've ever wondered how you're going to get leads from the school or how you're going to strategize getting big bulk orders from schools, this is the class that you want to take for that. Okay. And then we're getting really close to our next challenge. Our next challenge begins on 7/20. And right before we begin our challenge, if you join the challenge, you're going to be able to get the Photoshop's Basics course with that. If not, if you just want to take a Photoshop Basics course, just learn how to design a template from scratch, then make sure that you tap in with Coach Ann for this class. So we always have live classes going on. Our goal is to elevate you wherever you are. So even if you're at the just starting point and you want to know how to design, how to create a template, we have that for you as well. If you're more advanced and you're wondering how to market your business now, because you know how to make some stuff, but you need to learn how to market it so you can sell it and so it can make money and it's not a hobby, it becomes your profession. Then you want to invest in the boot camps and the challenges. Okay. Now, I think I have said all that I can say tonight. I went longer than normal because I have had to kind of take my time with it tonight. I do want to thank you all for being here with me. This isn't just a freebie Friday because I hope you all understand that I understand that free has a price. And I appreciate your attention. I appreciate your involvement with me. Like literally, I love that this is a live interaction and I can see how I'm helping you, if I'm helping you, or where I can help you. Okay. So this is where our road ends for tonight. I'm going to give my voice some rest and give myself some rest. I hope you all have a super productive weekend because you know that's when you get it in on the weekends. So make sure that you are applying some of these concepts that we learned tonight. If there's any way that we can help you, make sure that you're in the free Facebook group. There's another free, here we go. Spend some time in the free Facebook group so that you can see how other people are utilizing the tools, how they're making money, and also how they're able to grow their skill set inside of the academy. Okay. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you so much and I love you dearly. And until next time, bye. I was able to get the bye out without cracking, y'all. Good night, y'all. Let me go blow my nose again. Good night.